listen to me as I slow it down. Dreams still yours if you want it. Enjoy the ride, 'cause those ups and those downs is what makes it worth it.
Hello YouTube. Today is going to be a very crazy day because Jacob has tickets to an NBA game today. He did not win them this time. I don't know if I've ever mentioned this on my YouTube videos, but I've mentioned it on my Instagram stories that Jacob is phenomenal at winning tickets on the radio station. So we got that planned for tonight. Otherwise, in general, it's just a really busy day with work, working on a secret project that I can't say anything about right now. But I thought I would just take you guys through my day today. We also got our Christmas decorations up, can you tell? We got a tree, we got some garland, and then we got some stockings. That is about the extent of my Christmas decorating. We are gonna be going back to Iowa for Christmas, and it's projected that it might snow, so I am not prepared. But anywho, I need to get some work done. I do not feel like cooking anything right now. I don't know what it is with this combination. I had it last time during prep, and I love it now. And it's so freaking easy to make. Rice, and then some type of vegetable. I'm gonna do broccoli this time. So I already got all my food planned out for today. I am getting 120 grams of rice. I doubt this is gonna be 120. Okay, that's only 97. So I could easily just make more rice, but it's already almost 1 o'clock and I'm running out of time. So I am just going to adjust my macros. So I was supposed to have 115 grams of rice tonight. So instead I will have 145 grams. Cool, that was easy. Now with the rice, with the broccoli, I'm gonna be adding my protein, which is tuna packets. Now, either you are team tuna packet or you were like totally against it. Is this the absolute best source of protein? No, but it gets the job done and it's better than nothing. And then bada bing, bada boom. That is how you make a meal. It's nothing crazy, nothing fancy, but it gets the macros filled. Okay, food is down. I need to go work out because when Jacob gets off work, there's not gonna be enough time to work out. So I need to go change. We're gonna do it this way. And we need to mix up some pre-workout. Essentials by Raw Sour Watermelon. I am so picky when it comes to pre-workouts. And this one, I love. I feel like so many pre-workouts just go insane on the caffeine count. You should not need a pre-workout that has 300, 400 milligrams of caffeine. Like that is excessive. Like this one just has 200 milligrams and I'll honestly take like 3/4 of a scoop, so it's not even a full scoop. And it does really well. And on top of it, caffeine alone is not the only thing that determines if a pre-workout is good quality or not. That's just the one ingredient that people can read and recognize, so that's the only ingredient that people focus on. But it should not be the main ingredient to getting a good pre-workout, but that's another topic for another day. Got some water. I only put a small amount of water in my pre-workouts. I mean, this is still what, like 6 ounces, which is still like plenty, which that brings me to another topic. Do not dry scoop your damn pre-workout. So many people do it. I personally used to do it when I was younger, but to have the full effect of a pre-workout, you need water. So if you're just dry scooping it, you're not gonna be feeling the pre-workout as well. So what's even the point? And plus, half the time you're like inhaling that shit, and that stuff's not meant for your lungs, so just drink it like a normal human being. It's gonna be a lot more effective, it's gonna go down easier, and honestly, you don't look cool dry scooping, but ooh, I am going to need a sweatshirt. Ah, much better. So I wanted to do a voiceover for this workout just because I do very specific things for specific reasons, and I know a lot of females have the goal of growing glutes, so it's going to be very helpful. First things first, warm up. Never skip a warm up. I don't care if you only have 30 minutes to work out. Do not skip your warm up. It is going to dramatically increase your performance in the gym. You're going to be so much stronger. And it decreases the risk of injury, and if you get injured, you're not going to be working out, so just take the time to do it. But anyway, a good effective warm-up is going to start with some foam rolling. No matter what day it is, I always start with foam rolling. I do the back, and then I foam roll the lower body. Then I go into dynamic stretching, meaning stretching with movement. In the beginning of your workout, you never want to do static stretching. So you don't want to do a stretch where you sit there and hold it for a long amount of time. Only hold it for a couple of seconds and just keep going back and forth in between different positions. That way you're just getting a light stretch, but it's not weakening that muscle contraction. But I'm stretching out the back, I'm stretching out the hips. This one here, ever since I had a slight like back tweak, I did that stretch and it helped out a lot. So I just always incorporate it in all my workouts just to keep that area of my back stretched out. But stretching out my lats a little bit with a child's pose position. Again, this is going to be a leg day workout, but it's still important to stretch out the whole entire body because you're still going to be using that upper body to brace, and your body is a chain when you work out. So even though you're working out legs, your upper body is still going to be activated, so just warm everything up. But hitting some hip flexors, hitting some hamstrings. Then I'm going into some back mobility. This is always fantastic to do, especially because a lot of us have sitting jobs throughout the day and we're so used to just hunching over in our chairs. Doing some back mobility is really going to open everything up. And then this is some hip mobility as well. And then, next one, more hip mobility. Just doing some hip circles. And then after this, that's when I get into muscle activation. So this is the last phase of warming up. So I'm doing some abduction right there. I'm doing some kickbacks. So hitting the abductors, hitting the glutes. Basically, I'm doing a lot of movements that I'm going to be doing in my actual workout. Just doing them as a warm-up with body weight. So we're just getting that muscle woken up and just getting some slight muscle contraction going before I'm going to start lifting heavy weights. You want to just get it activated. But first exercise here, we have a machine abduction. I love doing this exercise as my first one on my leg day. It really gets the glutes activated and just turned on and just sets the tone for the whole workout. Now, as you can see, I do use a band around this machine. So the reason why I use that band is because it helps me eliminate the lower back and get my glutes solely to work. When I used to do this exercise, I would unintentionally have so much tension in my lower back that it would take over, and I would still feel it in my glutes, but it wasn't exclusive in my glutes. And in bikini bodybuilding, you don't want that lower back to be overly developed because it's going to make your waist look bigger. So by adding this band, I'm able to put my spine in a neutral position and rotate my hips anteriorly. So basically meaning rotating my hips forwards, almost kind of having a slight arch in your back, kind of like you're sticking your butt out. So it just puts my spine in a better position, which makes my lower back get eliminated and then use just my glutes. straight after abductions, I go into like this banded good morning. So I'm just leaning forward and back. My back is not moving. I'm just hinging at the hips. And just let me tell you, these two movements back to back is a killer. It freaking burns so bad, but it burns so good at the same time. I love it. But all in all, that is gonna be the first exercise. And my glutes at this point are already so freaking tired. And I start to question, why did I go so hard? But moving on to the second exercise, we're going to be having a dumbbell RDL. So this is the one exercise where I will use like a hand grip. These are, I believe they're called Versa grips or Cobra grips. I think Cobra grips are technically like the off-brand. You can find them on Amazon. But anyway, the reason why I use them is because if I'm having very heavy dumbbells, so like 65 pounds plus, my grip strength is going to give out before I can even finish the exercise. And if I'm intentionally trying to do the exercise very slow, I do not want to be rushing through the exercise because I'm about to drop the dumbbells. So yes, I could technically work on my grip strength and do it that way so I don't need these grips, but I'm gonna be honest, I don't want to. I don't really want to spend extra time in the gym working on my grip strength. I also don't want to build up and make my forearms any bigger, so I would rather just slap on some grips for this one exercise and have it help. But anyway, let's talk about the RDL. So with this exercise, I'm really focusing on pushing my hips back and then bringing my hips forward. So you can see that dumbbell is having a straight path up and down. My hips are not being tucked under when I stand up. I'm keeping that neutral spine all the way through. You do not want to tuck your hips under when you stand up because that is going to get the lower back to activate. And like I said in my first movement, I just want my glutes to work. So do not do that ugly butt scrunch squeeze thing up top. Keep that spine in a neutral position. But moving on, next movement, I needed to switch out for a heavier dumbbell because we're going to be doing a sumo squat. I thought I was going to do one weight and then I decided to go a little bit heavier. Yeah, 90s. Let's freaking get it. Okay, so sumo squat. Since it's a sumo squat, feet are going to be a little bit wider than hip width apart, toes slightly pointed out, shoulders are rolled back, my lats are tight. Now, like I said in my warm-up, yes, this is a lower body movement, but what your upper body does is going to be very important because that's going to affect how your lower body responds to it. So making sure your shoulders are back, your core is tight, your lats are activated, it's going to put you in the best, most optimal spot to be able to isolate that lower body. But just going down to parallel, coming back up, I'm trying not to bounce too much up from the bottom. I was honestly doing it just a little bit, but you know, that's okay. Not every set's going to be absolutely perfect. Next exercise, we have a kickback. I do the kickback on this machine just because it isolates everything a little bit more. You can easily do it with a cable and it will still be perfectly fine. But I adjust the machine where I have a little bit of a stretch up top, but I still have enough room to kick fully back. So again, this is going to isolate more of that upper glute. So we're building that shelf on that booty. But do it on one side and then flip over, do it on the other side. Just make sure the only thing that's moving is your leg. You do not want your upper body moving at all throughout the exercise. Workout is done. I didn't film my last exercise. I did a lying hamstring curl, which I never do. I haven't done a hamstring curl or really just like a hamstring dominant movement in 6 months, maybe even more. Because when I work legs, I just work glutes because my legs themselves is already
developed enough, and so I'm working glutes to get everything balanced out. When I went through my last growth season, I was doing a lot of squats and lunges, and even though those movements were glute focused, they were still indirectly hitting the legs all over, so I got the growth that I needed there. So anyway, long story short, I haven't done hamstrings in a long time. Did them today, so I'm probably gonna definitely feel them. I also did 10 minutes of the Stairmaster to finish off, and then a couple ab movements. It wasn't anything crazy. So I'm home now, and I need to get ready for the game because it is already 4 o'clock, and I believe Jacob wanted to leave around 5:30 so we could get some parking at the event. So I better get going. I'm ready. Got my her in outfit. Here, hold on. We gotta do a quick outfit check. I got my vest, bodysuit, and then I'm gonna put some sneakers on, but I got my slides on right now. I feel like it's kind of versatile, but it's like sporty, but then like casual at the same time. I don't know, but headband. Got this in, I actually think I took this from my mom back in like middle school or elementary, and I just still have it. Earrings, you can see it. Boom. Necklace, boom. Rings. Apple Watch, I put the fancy Apple Watch band on. You know. But that is the fit. Whew. Not gonna lie, I am sweating, but we are eating supper here. So on tonight's menu, we just got some salmon, some green beans, and then some coconut rice. Oh, the best of all, wasabi seaweed. Anytime I have salmon, I always eat it with wasabi seaweed. So this is just like little seaweed sheets. Essentially, it's making like an at-home little like sushi vibe. So I'm gonna take a tiny bit of rice. Usually I just use regular rice, but we didn't have any. We only had coconut rice left over, so I'm making do. And then I'm gonna take a little piece of salmon. And then boom, you got yourself a little sushi. Damn, that's good. So I'm gonna eat this, and then we're gonna head out. That's where we're going. Amway Center. You got the watermelon? Yeah. Watermelon for you. I don't want to brag, but when we get a good deal, I gotta say something. Aldi's, $1.98 for a Celsius.
79.
$1.79?
$1.79.
Okay, even better. But we are on our way to play pickleball, because speaking of deals, we went to TJ Maxx, and then they had 2 paddles, plus 2 pickleballs, which is basically like a wiffle ball almost.
Basically.
For $12.99, right?
Yes.
So that is super, super cheap. Because we've been playing tennis
Yep.
for the last month or so. I mean, we played like years before, but like the last month, I'd say that's when we started to get back into it. But we're gonna see how it is. We got our Celsius, we're gonna have some energy, and then we're gonna go play some pickleball. What'd you find?
Football.
Look at that. Cute little decoration, because Christmas in Florida. Okay. Wow.
I think I'm ready.
Wow.
Yeah, we're gonna be really good at this.
Yeah. 2 hours later. Those ladies way over there.
Yeah.
We just played for 2 freaking hours. We were here for an hour, and then 2 older ladies came up to us and they were like, hey, do you want to play? We're like, sure.
Yeah, we'll smoke you.
They beat us the first game. Second game, we were 6-10 for the longest time, back and forth. And then they ended up beating us. I mean, they were good. They had some mean serves.
I'm just gonna say, I'm exhausted. I did a 5-mile hike this morning. My feet are sore.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we went on a 5-mile hike this morning. So it was like 2 hours of hiking.
Yeah. So we burned 600 calories this morning.
And then we just did 2 hours of pickleball. And my watch, hold on, I'll show you my watch. Can you see it? Right there? 853 calories. And yeah, so it's been a lot. So what are we doing now?
You want to play some pool? At a bar?
Yeah, let's go play pool.
Yikes.
We are so back and forth with everything.
Yeah, I need water.
Yeah, I need water too. But Jacob got a new pool stick for Christmas, so we're gonna probably go test that out. I'm not gonna film that. This vlog is gonna be long enough as it is. So thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, and I will see you guys later.
Listen to me as I slow